What's up, everybody? Welcome back to...
No, they're already here.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
All right, go on your story. Go ahead.
So your short story?
Episode 28, though.
Oh, yeah. No,
we got to mark it.
I think it's 29.
Nah.
I think it's 29.
I saved it specifically for today.
I'm pretty sure last week was 28.
Fuck. All right.
I'm 90% sure. I feel really good about that.
Because I deleted it before I left your house.
I don't think so.
Because I'm working on 26 right now. I still have 27. We did 28 last time.
He still has two.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry. Episode 29.
Episode 20.
Or 28.
29. Don't fuck me up.
All right, go ahead. Let's continue. I mean, yeah.
So you had a short story that you were going to share?
Oh, yeah.
Wait. What if someone steals our ideas?
You're right.
I'll edit this whole thing out.
No. Fuck that.
I'll bleep out the good.
I'll put this shit out. Anyway, how you guys doing?
Listen, if anyone does steal this idea, then
it's technically copyright.
we're
recorded.
doper than we think we are.
Dude.
Well, I'm the other one who actually put out something that stole it.
Well, I'm just dope by association.
All right, Carlos is gonna have to tell us his story then.
I don't have a story.
You have a story.
What kind of story?
I don't know. You said you've written stories.
Yeah, but that's all in my head. The zombie story that I've had for a lot of years, it's all in my head.
I want to hear it then.
Nah, because I don't even know where it starts. That's the sad part.
It doesn't have to start at the beginning of the apocalypse. It's just they live in this zombie apocalyptic world, and that's where it starts.
Yeah, but there's it's already years into the
Exactly.
apocalypse. So you want me to give my shit away, but
I've already given my shit away. 20 minutes in.
well, I'm not gonna go 20 minutes in. I might just give you like 3 minutes.
I literally told you from start to finish. I literally told you like my thoughts of what I'm gonna be doing.
So I don't really have like a
You don't
story
gotta
per
tell us.
se.
It's okay. Maybe you could just cut out what I said.
I have like a character
Oh, okay.
in mind.
I have a lot of those.
Yeah, but so I can put this character in like millions of different situations. I feel like I just don't know how or which one. But it's like a character that I'm thinking about, and like, someone that I don't know, like I just picture someone like a character that I've never seen on TV or a movie before. And it's like a mix between so many like multiple split personalities.
Oh,
But
there's a movie called Split where he's got like a bunch of split personalities.
Yeah, but the person I'm thinking of is not crazy like that per se. He's more so like, I put him in like maybe like anti-hero realm-ish kind of. So yeah, I mean that's all I'll give you guys.
Cool.
You don't want to share your short story. You like hyped it up, and now I'm.
Well, it's because we went into your story.
Well, yeah, my bullshit ass story. You bounced off nicely off Chris's. Oh, what was your Carlos? I don't care about my story.
Well, back in the day, I had a coworker that we would just like throw writing ideas back and forth with, and like we finally like made or created this idea, which neither of us have written a story to, maybe because it's like copyright bullshit that's probably going to be get involved with. But anyway, I'll throw it out there.
Are you guys jogging us like someone's story? Like, are you guys like?
Well, technically, we're using Disney characters.
Oh, okay.
And just flipping the shit out of the story.
Okay, is this your story that you're about to tell us, or is this something else?
This is one of two.
Oh, so you don't want to tell us the good one, huh? You don't want to give it away.
I'm actually kind of scared because what he said earlier. What if they cop it?
All you got to do is copyright it.
How do you copyright something?
I don't know. Go to the copyright website and be like, "Hey, I came up with this. I want to make sure it steals."
Well,
I don't know.
Well, this one I'll throw it out there because it's Disney, and you have to deal
you
with.
Could throw out the other one. This one, I feel like this is going to be like lackluster now.
But what if Disney hits us with the copyright law? Then
well,
what?
Technically, we'll just call it like fan art.
Yeah, it's fanfic.
Okay.
All right, so this one is. I probably shared this shit with you guys. Correct me.
Probably.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'll stop you if you.
Stop me if I'm repeating myself.
Go for it.
And then fuck it, I'll go with the other story.
Oh,
all right.
Carlos is gonna just say.
I know, right? Apocalyptic Tinkerbell.
I don't think I've heard this, but it also kind of sounds familiar.
I don't know, like that.
What is she like?
It's like two different things to me. That's crazy.
All right, so the pirates kill all the Lost Boys. and vice versa. Like it's just like this fucking what is it? Checkmate of killing.
Okay.
The pirates die, Lost Boys die.
Peter dies,
Hook kills Peter,
and who kills Hook?
and then Tinkerbell
Moby Dick.
kills Hook.
Or
And
does
escapes.
Does the alligator kill Hook?
No, Tinkerbell kills his ass.
Who kills the alligator?
Alligator's chilling.
Oh.
So you really flip like the whole movie, basically.
What about Mr. Smee?
Oh, I'm gonna get there.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean, I don't know any of this, so they're all new characters to me. So.
No, you're good. You're good. So then Shmi comes around.
He's Captain Hook's right hand man.
Yeah. So Shmi comes around and he's like, "You guys killed my boy. I'm gonna come after you."
Really?
And then
okay.
he's thinking like, "Oh, Hook killed all the Lost Boys," but I feel like they're still in hiding. So he goes and finds them, and like he finds like a couple here and there and just fucking kills them all. And he has like the trinkets of the Lost Boys.
So this is just like a action horror movie of like Peter Pan with a different story, but like how they do with Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, like
Because they
like,
made a horror movie of Winnie the Pooh. Like,
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What?
yeah.
I didn't know this.
So some of Disney. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you just a little bit.
You're good. You're good.
Just kind of educate Carlos. Some of Disney's characters have lost their like trademark or their copyright. One of those, whatever that is, whichever one allows other people to use it creatively. Some of their characters have lost the copyright, so they can now create films or stories with using the same character names, and without any issues.
That's pretty cool.
Without needing
So
to.
they
do
made
it.
a scary Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
I think so.
Is it like cartoonish?
Yeah.
No, it's like live action.
Hmm.
Anyways, continue.
So then,
What if your friend gets mad that you're telling the story you guys wrote?
no, it's all good. Because we already made an agreement, and we have to put like written by and like influenced by. You get me? So like, if she writes it, then she has to put like influenced by me.
So it's not
But
just
if
like,
I write it, I have to put like influenced by her. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So Shmi ends up killing all the Lost Boys and has the Lost Boy trinkets, and then Tinkerbell has like Wendy and the brothers' trinkets, like the feather, the glasses, and the teddy bear. And she's basically out like looking like it's basically like Shmi versus Tinkerbell
In the end?
in the end.
and how does it end? You guys haven't read the end.
Well, that's what we want to lead up to, right? All the
Oh, so that's just a trailer.
yeah, that's the trailer.
That was a pretty decent trailer.
Yeah, that was a decent trailer, actually.
I might watch like 20 minutes of that.
Yeah, and then like they're about to kill each other. I don't want to watch it.
I'll skip to the end.
Yeah, so I'm not thinking of this like as an actual like movie.
Carlos would fuck to that movie.
Yeah, I would, actually. No, I'm just kidding.
He doesn't have to pay attention for a whole time.
The whole time,
but when he's done, the movie's finishing too.
Actually, that made me realize they need to make a new Mortal Kombat movie.
They're gonna make another one.
I'm sure they will.
But like a good one, though.
This one wasn't bad.
It was horrible.
Okay, relax. Your expectations are way too high.
No, it just, I didn't like it. You know what they need to do? They need to play it off of Armageddon. No. The one with Taven and Blaze in it.
I don't know. I don't know the names, man. I did play Mortal Kombat, but I just can't remember the names.
It's I don't know if I can remember. I think it's the one where they introduced that drunk character. What's
Boraicho? That's Deception, no? Or something like that?
Then it was Armageddon I'm thinking about. Yeah. Because Deception came first and then Armageddon. So they should do a movie off Armageddon. That would be tight.
Because on Deception, I think you play as Shijinko. And he's like the character of the story. And then he becomes like a playable character at the end. Like in regular fights. And he starts off as this young guy, the young dude. And then as the story goes on, he becomes like this old man.
Yeah, that's kind of how. But you like get to like
roam
around. Yeah, that's how Armageddon is. Yeah.
we talking about the same game then? We're just like
No, because I think that was the only 2 games where they did something like that.
that was a fun ass game. It was sick as fuck.
Yeah, Armageddon was fun too.
I didn't play Armageddon, but yeah.
I didn't play Deception, but it sounds like the same game.
Yeah, it sounds like the same game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to look it up now.
So they need to make a movie off that, dude, because I was fucking through that shit and I'm like, man, I can't.
I don't want to hear it from you though.
All this gore shit.
You know why? Because you don't believe in movies made out off of games.
Ooh. Fuck.
So eat shit.
He got me.
It was Deception. It was Mortal Kombat Deception. That came out in 2004.
Oh, sorry.
2004.
I remember that. I used to watch the trailers over and over again for that game.
I'm trying to find the one
I don't remember these graphics looking this bad.
that I'm used to.
It's 2004.
Holy fuck. I thought these graphics were like top of the
shit.
line.
Wait, let me see.
man.
Show me. Show me.
Hold on. Give me a sec. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible.
Hey, you know what you didn't do? You didn't bring out the fucking tripod.
Oh, that's right. Oh. And I went upstairs to look for my stupid phone.
Fucking phone that was down here the whole time. We're worried about the wrong shit.
Do you guys remember
Start
this
right now.
one? The 1995 version of Mortal Kombat?
Oh, the movie? Yeah.
That one was trash, too.
I actually really enjoyed that movie.
So did you?
With this guy. I'm not going to pretend to know how to pronounce his name.
Oh, yeah. Carrie Hiroyuki. Did I get it right?
Carrie
I don't
Hiroyuki.
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
you got it
Let me
right.
see, I didn't get the last name. I didn't get the last name before you moved it.
Tagawa.
Tagawa, man. You didn't know him?
Like, I do know him.
Mr. An Anime Man, and you don't know how to say Japanese.
Wow.
Fucking post
I
it.
can't watch it dubbed.
Yeah.
I need to watch his sub so I can hear it.
So I can hear it better. Maybe if it was subbed, I could have read it better.
You're just giving me a fucking Spawn game. What the hell?
I just think that people are too overly critical about movies and shows nowadays, though, and maybe some games. I don't know.
I mean, to be honest though, like what gets me is like to make a video game into a movie is literally not that fucking hard.
But even when they do it, you won't watch it.
It's because they try to like alter that, like, dude. And especially for like good games, like cult following, like games that have cult following.
Yeah, they fucked up Halo. We get
They
it.
fucked up Halo. They fucked up Uncharted.
No, this is where I'm going to go.
Uncharted was like watchable though.
It actually
I mean,
was.
you would know that. I wouldn't know that.
So I'm gonna,
Not to me.
Because you don't even give
Not
it a
to
fucking
me.
shot.
I'm gonna bring it down and say that people are way too critical of music too.
That
Like-
maybe, yeah,
Like
maybe.
music, dude. Like you just said, it takes years to make an album, and people
Okay.
fucking listen to it in like 20 minutes. And then like all of a sudden they're fucking experts on the fucking album,
Or worse, or
the
the
album was so fucking trash. Or
You know how many albums I listen to?
dude.
Yeah, I'm
Zero.
a fucking expert.
I mean, what's worse than that is when you work on something like really hard artistically, and then only for people to be like, "Oh yeah, it was cool."
Yeah, like it was all right.
It's like, "Oh, all right."
You know what's funny? Can I just tell you guys a story about that? And it's gonna like I'll circle back to story writing.
Go for it.
So I used to actually love writing when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I used to write stories about this particular like story. I'm not gonna go into it. It's stupid as fuck, obviously now, but this was like third grade me, and I wrote like stories to this, like continued stories to this up until like fifth grade, and then I tried it again in seventh grade. Anyways, I wrote this story, thought it was like cool and whatever. I liked it, and we had to like share it like for like peer editing with like a classmate, and someone like was reading it, and then they gave it back to me, and they're like, I couldn't read this shit, like, but not verbatim. They're like, it was boring as fuck. I'm not gonna read it.
Dang.
I've had that happen too. Yeah,
And honestly, that crushed me.
yeah.
I was fucking crushed,
Dude, that's literal four school grades of work.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, bro.
I was crushed. And you know what? I stopped writing after that.
Man,
No way.
And not just like creatively. I stopped writing academically too. No bullshit. I never wrote another essay until like senior year.
Damn,
Fuck.
bro.
How'd you get away with not writing an essay?
I don't know.
You just didn't.
I just didn't.
Wow.
Damn, man.
I don't know. I think I did one like I think I did like a book report and like which was like a little different than like writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You still remember this kid's name?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly who it is.
Oh,
And you
okay.
guys will know too. I'm not gonna say his name. But
Oh, I have to know.
I'll tell you after.
I know. You got to pause this shit. I need to know.
I'll edit it. 3529.
No.
Honestly, this person probably doesn't even fucking realize it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't mean it. Like, you know what I mean? They're just fucking a bunch of like we were seventh graders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't you want to listen to him for him to listen to this and know that?
I don't want him to listen to this.
No. Yeah, tell us after though.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you don't tell us after, I'm gonna.
So going back to what you're saying, you're right. You know, people think they're experts. You work so hard on something, put years of ideas or whatever into it, just for people to shit on it.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, like, look at us, dude. We've been here, what, a year and some months?
sure.
And then people are going to fucking listen to this shit and be like, this shit is fucking garbage. And we're like, nah, dog, we've been putting in
dude.
fucking work.
Last week was garbage. That's why.
last week was definitely garbage.
Yeah.
See, I to that I'd just say I know.
Yeah, that was garbage.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, did you listen to the other fucking 27 ones?
Maybe not all
Fucking
other
asshole.
27s, but at least a dozen of our stuff. I feel like at least half of our catalog is listenable.
Half. Wow.
No way.
I'd say.
you think
let's
more?
see.
I think Carlos
Actually,
thinks less.
no. I think you might be right. I'd say a little less than half, but
He was, you know what? Half
you know
is
what?
being very, very.
that's just bias coming in. I feel like.
Like Reolin probably thinks that at least 27 of them are listenable, but he only started listening to them like two episodes ago.
Okay, one, kiss my ass. Two, I have confidence in us that we're doing fucking great ass episodes.
So you don't listen to them because you're so confident.
no, you gotta listen back to them.
I'm confident in us.
See, like right now, we think it sounds good, but then on the
Absolutely.
playback, it's gonna be like, oh fuck.
Absolutely.
And it happens, it just happens. Other times you're not really feeling it. And, it sounded decent, It just happens. How you go about like perfecting that? Only thing I can think of is just keep doing it
My thing is,
and listen to the game tape.
But yeah, you got to practice, but also like do work to make adjustments.
Right.
yeah, for sure. But and that's a conversation between us three to have. If somebody comes up to me and is like, your fucking podcast is trash, I'm like, why don't you kiss my ass? Even if the last one was trash, I'm not gonna fucking admit that shit to you.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Go listen to the next one, bitch.
Bitch.
I mean, I would be hurt genuinely, but
Like, yeah,
I would
I would
mask
be
it.
hurt, but I'd be like, nah, dog, like we're fucking
We're
fucking masters at this shit.
and they were like, I listened to this episode and it happened to be the episode I feel like we like fucking nailed it, and they said it was trash, then I'd probably be a little hurt. But if they came up to me and they're like, yo, that last episode that came out was fucking trash, I'd be like, you're right.
yeah. Like if I knew it was trash, I'd be like,
You ain't wrong.
yeah, you're right, that was trash. But if I did feel like something was genuinely good that I thought, and someone was like, hey, that shit was trash, like why do you even bother taking the time to go out of your way to do this? Then I'd be like, all right, then you make a better podcast then.
I'm such a persuasive cunt though, because I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah, whatever. The whole thing was. Oh, the whole thing was trash. What about the fucking part that we were talking about? This, and this. Oh yeah, that was actually pretty good. Oh yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Get out of my face.
No, I wouldn't entertain people that long. I would just be like,
I would. Sorry.
where's your pod?
You're a one-upper, aren't you?
I'm gonna persuade you otherwise. I won't one up you, but I'm gonna be like, really? The whole thing was trash? The whole thing. The whole
Okay,
thing.
that's fair, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna question you.
You're a questioner.
Yeah, I'm gonna question you.
But like, why even do that? To me, like if I drop an album and someone says, "Oh, this shit was trash," then you fucking drop one. Like, let me hear you. I want to talk shit to you. Give me some ammo so I can talk shit. Like I'm here putting myself out. Put yourself out so I can put yourself vulnerable and let me take some jabs at you.
That's probably another thing I'm gonna fucking. Oh, you have a podcast too that you've been doing for a year and a half? No? All right, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, actually, I started 3 months ago and I already got 75,000 followers.
Well, fucking shoot me your connections.
Or get me on your pod because I will make that shit 100 times better.
Let's collab.
Yeah, let's collab. Let's link.
Let's suck your dick.
We're looking for guests.
Chris.
We're looking for guests if you want to come on.
Yeah.
Would you guys be down for guests?
Of course, dude. I've been saying that.
A legitimate one, maybe.
Our guest didn't show up today, but that's okay. You guys would be down for like a legitimate guest though, like
Dude, I think I already pitched it to Chris, or maybe we pitched it in the group chat. I have the homie Eric, who would be like a good hang, and then I have my
Has he
cousin
podcasted
Krista.
before though?
Yes.
Because I feel like that's what I would be looking for, like someone who has actually podcasted before. Because I don't want to come in here and be like,
I would like that, or someone who has like something to talk about, like.
Oh, that motherfucker.
But like, you got to know how to talk about it.
Like maybe we're interviewing type thing.
I mean, if he's done that before, interview or podcast, anything, yeah, I'd be down.
And then I have my cousin Christoph, that punk motherfucker. So we would probably have to call him though.
I don't know how I feel about calling in. To me, that's just kind of like.
Well, he's in Utah, so that's the only reason why.
So get him to fly his ass out here. I'm just kidding.
I know, right?
Or we could just call him to ask him something real quick and then be like, all right, cool.
That's dumb. What the fuck? Don't even waste his time. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, you want to have him on for fucking 41 minutes and have him be on here for an extra 20? No.
Maybe 30?
That's literally,
No.
that's
You don't
literally
let him
how
be-
long me and him talk.
Because then it's going to be us three.
For.
It's going to be us three, and then someone else sounds like they're in jail somewhere through the fucking phone.
That's what you think, but it doesn't sound
Hey,
that
when
bad.
you
Bro,
guys called
I'm
me
not
in that
listening
one
to the pod.
time, it sounded like I was fucking there.
Yeah, but we also called you like towards the end of the pod. Like we didn't have you on the entire time of the pod.
No, it's good. It's good quality sound still. Don't act like it's not.
But you can
He's
tell it's from a
calling
phone,
from
though.
Yeah, you're right. But it's also, who gives a fuck?
Like some fucking 1-800.
I know. Is it fucking on a fucking payphone? He's got an iPhone.
That's what it sounds like. You know, let's call him right now and test just tell him we're doing a sound check.
No.
We can check. You can go back to the episode where you guys called me in, so you can check the sound.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, you know, long term, like
30 minutes.
Is he gonna sit on the phone like all the time? Are we gonna hear a bunch of wind blowing in the background that's gonna distort our fucking sound and fuck it all up and
Yeah,
or
I'm
staticky?
Sure, he's
Or
gonna take his call. He's gonna take the call outside of the snow.
He's in fucking Utah, man.
He's a professional content. He'll be all right. He'll probably be in his house somewhere.
Okay.
He probably has like 2 stories. God, unprofessional as fuck. God damn it, Carlos.
That was the chair squeaking. Relax.
Yeah, you're unprofessional. Okay,
It wasn't my phone. Hey, this is a nice rubber band.
That's a great rubber band.
It's thick.
give it back.
He's trying to do the Doctor Strange workout.
Give it back. I don't want you to have it.
Okay.
Oh no, he's gonna hurt me.
Oh,
Guys, he's being a professional on the pod.
why
Whatever.
you hurt me?
Fucking do it already, god damn it.
I didn't know you were waiting for it.
You piece of shit. Yeah, well now nobody can have it. Anyways, grow up.
I hope you
Carlos.
forget about it.
Grow up,
If I
Carlos.
can't have it, you can have it.
Grow up, Carlos. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about something you got witnessed at work.
Oh yeah, talk to me.
Yeah,
Did you witness a murder?
close to it actually. No,
Dun, dun,
no,
dun.
not at all. Maybe a murder of his like fucking like the poor kid's future relationship with food, but
I was gonna say future relationship with this.
so there's
whoever.
this, so we had at my place of work, we had cupcakes and shit, sweets like that coming, placed outside on the floor, and this man walks in with his son, who's probably like between 11 and 13. Like he's a tall boy, but like I couldn't tell if he was like 11 or like a teenager, and he was a little chubby.
I'm sorry. Why did you have the cookies out, the sweets out?
Just because to drive people into the
Okay.
place of business,
Okay. Entice them to come in.
entice them exactly.
Got it. Okay.
It doesn't usually work though. Anyways, comes in, little boy's eyeballing the cupcakes right away, and I'm staring at him like he wants one. He is undressing this cupcake with his eyes. Like that is how like,
bad he wants it.
How he was looking at it.
I can just imagine careless whispers.
And he's like biting his lip. He's like,
oh my god,
I'm never gonna dance
not like that.
again.
Not like that. He's eyeballing it, and then I'm like, help yourself, cupcakes are free. And the dad goes like, nah, not if you have to buy something. And then we laugh, and he goes, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, no, seriously, like, help yourself. Like, the kid wants one. Like, let him have a cupcake, I imagine, right? If like everything's cool. And then he reaches for one, and it's in his hand, and he's pulling back. He's not
It's
in
in his
possession.
hand.
It's in his 2 fingers. He's got like 2 fingertips.
Mm.
Like if he's like trying to measure Carlos's wiener. Like it's just
You're talking about a kid's hand. What the fuck are you saying? What?
I'm sorry, you're right. Delete that.
I didn't know he was going to take it there. For the record, just finish the story. Just finish.
So he's grabbing the cupcake, and the dad looks at him, and he says it like really aggressively, like he says like his name, and he says his name really aggressively, and he gives him like this fucking stare, and
I know his name means nothing, but was it like a white name?
it was a white name.
Oh, thank God.
But they were Mexican.
Dylan. What the fuck, Dylan?
I don't know if they were Mexican, but they were definitely like Hispanic, because he spoke to him in Spanish afterwards.
Oh, okay.
His name was Caden.
Oh, that's worse. That's more white than Dylan. I like it though.
He's like, Caden. And he gives him the stare, and he goes, no. And I'm like, oh, this is awkward. And the kid put it back. He's like, oh, okay. He put it back. And that was it. And they were in the store for like maybe like another minute or two, and they left. And I was just like, man. Like, I don't know, man. I just felt kind of weird. Like, I understand from one point of view, you don't want like your child to have like all these sugary foods, you know what I mean? Just snacks. He's already a little chubby. Maybe he's like looking out for his health. I don't know. But on the flip side, like, I don't know. I know. I'm sure everyone's just like, oh, it's just a cupcake, and that's kind of my mentality too. Like, it's just a cupcake. But, and I know people can be like, well, it's just one cupcake now, but then it might be a cupcake later too, and then another cupcake later again.
Yeah.
And I don't give my kid like sweets like that. So, but my kid's also not 13 or 12 or whatever, however old this other kid was. It just made me feel like the parent is already making like his weight like something
Okay.
like almost like a burden on the kid already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, great. So like growing up, I can relate as growing up as a fat kid.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't actually really like my parents didn't really like give me a lot of shit for being heavy, like, or anything like that. I didn't have that issue, and I didn't have like a bad relationship with food. Maybe a bad relationship in the sense that I just ate a bunch of bullshit and like didn't care. But it wasn't like, oh, you shouldn't eat that because you're fat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's kind of what I felt like.
What you felt.
What I felt with like that for that kid. Like, you're already fat. Don't eat it.
Oh.
That's what I got from that. And
yeah.
I could definitely be like misinterpreting that as to that extreme, and maybe it's more like don't eat that. We have dinner to go to type thing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
See, like if I was seeing that situation, I would have connected with that kid so fucking quick, and would have thought the way you just said, like it's a weight thing, like power tripping. Hey, don't eat that shit because you're fat, because that's I'll just put this shit on the pot anyway. That's exactly how my mom was with me. Like, stop being fucking fat, dude. Like, yeah, she was fucking bad. Like, hey, is that your second plate? Yeah, I'm hungry.
I might get a third.
and then she'd go, put that shit back.
What?
And I was like, but I already like served myself. There's visitors. Like, They're gonna think like this shit's contaminated. I might as well just eat it. And then she'd just look at me and was like, fucking can't stand you. And like walk away. And then other days where she'd be like, she'd like look at me and she'd like look at me up and down. And then she'd be like, that's what you're wearing today? I was like, yeah, what's wrong with it? And I'm in like flip flops, fucking cargo shorts, and some fucking bullshit ass tee. You know, guachalote, as she would call it. Fucking looking bummy. And she's like, really? You're fat and you're looking bummy? And I'm like, God damn, bro.
That's ruthless.
So like, out of
left and right, man. You're just
I know, she's like fucking, you know, like
body shots.
Yeah, like Tank on Garcia, just bam, right to the body.
Shot, man.
Yeah, dude.
So I definitely would have, I definitely would have been like, yo, dog. I probably, out of like my own like fucking PTSD.
Yeah,
I would have been like, yeah. Hey, fucking Caden, you mind helping me out here real quick? Yeah, like you're, yeah. He'll be right there. Here, dog. Here, take that.
Shove that shit in your mouth now.
Eat it. I'll fucking block you. Go. He's not looking. Just go. Just fucking go.
This sounds terrible.
And then he's like,
to be honest, like this sounds like
just fucking. Here's some water. Just drink it down. The cupcake. So yeah.
I feel like
it's gonna be fucked up when he gets older, because I still carry that with me even till this day. Like sometimes I'm like, man, fuck my mom, and then I'll like dress bummy, and I was like, my mom hasn't lived with me in like 5-6 years, dude, and I'm like, fuck it, here goes this third cupcake, who gives a fuck? And then sometimes I'm just like protesting against my mom. It's fucking weird.
She's not even there,
and she's not even there. So I'm like, man, I feel sorry for that kid, and hopefully he don't turn out like me. So,
wow, that sounds deep rooted. No, but I felt like that kid, well, like that, the dad only knows like what that kid eats, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe he feels a little bit guilty giving him all this shit at home and shit like that, and maybe they had a discussion to where they were like, hey, we're gonna lay off the cupcakes, Caden, all right? No more cookies and shit at night. So, because you're getting a little thick. I don't know. Maybe they had that conversation. So instinctively, the kid just saw the cupcakes and was like, oh, it's just the cupcake. But the dad is like, Caden, like, just fucking talk. Like, did we? No. And I don't know, because why else would the dad say that? Because you're right. Like, it's just a cupcake. Like, I'm going to go in there just for the cupcake, if you ask me. Like, fuck the watch.
Fuck your product.
I just feel like it's easy. I don't know. It's just, I guess from like my point of view, it's just easier to think that he's like basically like, you're already fat. Why are you eating that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like growing up as the fat kid, maybe I didn't have the same, like my parents weren't very much like your mom at all. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I did hear it from like, my dad every once in a while, like, you see, this is why you guys are fat. But then I'd just be like, well, look in the mirror.
You taught me this.
Genetics.
I got me
to where it go from.
I eat because you eat.
Exactly.
You're the fucking guy I reference.
That's true. I mean,
so it's just kind of different for me, at least my coming up, because like everyone in my household was kind of a little heavier set. You know what I mean? And still are. You know what I mean? But I feel like, I don't know, it's super common. Everyone's fucking kind of heavy set nowadays.
well, only in America, really.
Right, yeah.
No, you see some.
There's
in
definitely
Mexico.
some like rich people. It's a rich people problem. And I'm not saying that America, it's an American problem, and outside of America, it's a rich people problem.
Yeah, you're right. They used to judge people like that based off of their weight.
You're fat, you must be rich.
Oh, you're gonna do you eating all the time? You must be rich.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And I just kind of feel bad for the kid because like it's just you're not gonna like create like good habits or healthy relationships with that kid by taking that approach. I don't even think that like, obviously like the maybe the best, like the logical approach is to just kind of talk about it. But I think that I think a lot of the times the approach is more fear monger type thing. Like, I'm going to teach you that if you have all this, you're going to die of a heart attack. It's just like, how about we talk about, like, we eat this because it provides these benefits for us, and these benefits are good for this part of the body. And if when that part of the body functions properly, then we have more energy, or we have more this, or we have more that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not talked about that way. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's talked about like, you eat all those sweets and you're gonna fucking get diabetes.
Period.
Yeah, period. But instead, it's just like, how about we limit that. We you can still have that, but we have a little bit of this too, a little bit of that, because you need your vitamins, this and that, or you need fiber, or you need this.
Iron and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not talked about that way. Like even growing up, like, I wish someone would have told me that. Maybe I would have had to have a better understanding,
a different
outlook on my diet. You know what I mean? Like, I have that outlook now, but it took me almost 30 years to understand nutrition, and I don't even think I understand it like all that well. But I think I have a better understanding and a better grasp at it.
I remember when I was young, my mom did have that conversation with us, like, hey, you guys are eating too much shit, so we're going to stop. And I remember she said, all right, the only time we're going to eat junk food is on Fridays. That's it. Like, so don't ask me fucking Monday through Thursday. We're eating at the house. I have frijoles.
And those are good for you, by the way. You need your fiber.
Yeah, if there's a la olla, yeah.
Absolutely.
But when you fry them...
I mean, there's still fiber in them.
True, yeah.
Like, it's not going to take away the fiber. It does make them unhealthier.
Just a little bit of grease.
It does make them unhealthy.
Yeah, no,
but you still get your fiber.
Dude, I hate frijoles de la olla. But
I love them.
I would take frijoles de la olla over, like, Mexican food anywhere else. But, like, at the house, you know what I mean? Like, because I can't do Mexican restaurants.
Really?
Where was I going with this shit? Fuck.
I don't know. Your mom had this conversation with you.
Oh, yeah. So, to watch our weight and stuff, I started playing basketball. And then...
You've been skinny your whole life, man.
I was chunky once.
What, when you were like 12 months?
No, when I was in like the 4th, 5th grade, I was like
chunky.
Dude, I swear I was like, I was getting a belly and everything.
And a little roll came out.
Que la chingada.
Oh, just kidding, Carlos.
This was before I was tall. Okay, I was like all you guys.
Yeah, every kid's chubby.
Right?
That's why I don't think like being chubby as a kid is a big deal. I don't even think being chubby as like at 13 is a big deal, because if you put like, if you start doing sports, you played basketball. You played basketball, like,
and that's when I got skinny.
I did play sports a little bit, but I didn't play them a lot. So I don't think it was enough for me to like, there wasn't a lot of activity. You know what I mean? I also think like, I mean, I know everyone's body's different, but I think like weight gain is like genetics too.
Yes.
And I don't think my genetics are the best. I kind of feel I can't even picture me skinny, to be honest, because I just don't think it's like in my genetics. You know what I'm saying?
It's not in your genetics to be skinny. Wow.
I'm not saying like that's my excuse to be fat, but yeah, whatever. I don't.
It is genetics, though.
I don't want to like start going down the list of or the rabbit hole of like myself. I wanted to just talk about general, and how about kids, like when they hit like 13-ish, they hit middle school, high school, they start to play sports. Usually they start to be more active. And like I remember like I was talking I like just kids I knew when I was already like 18, and I was talking to like little 13-year-olds who were like, oh, like, at whatever like event that's happened I was at. And I remember this kid came up to me and he was like, I'm fat. And I'm like, you're not fat, kid. Like you're not fat. Relax. Like you're not fat. You're a little chubby. You're 13. You're like about to go into middle school. I'm like, you're going to be fine. You're going to grow. You're going to get tall. You're going to play sports probably. And then you're going to lean out. I promise. Like, don't worry about it. And then I seen this kid, like, he was in high school already. He was like a junior. I seen him like in and out. He's like, oh, hey, Chris. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what are you, like 6 feet tall? Like, you're skinny as fuck. And you're over here. Like, when you were like 12, 13 years old, you were like moping around because you were fat. Mm-hmm. And he had like this kid had like a twin brother who was like a little thinner, and like they looked the fucking same, but like one was chubby and the other one wasn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then like I like saw him like at In-N-Out one time, and he was like in high school, and I was like, bro, look at you, like you're fucking skinny now.
Fucking flourishing out here, man.
Absolutely.
Imagine you were like, yeah, you are pretty fucking fat. Ooh, you might get bigger. I don't know though.
Or if he
It
actually
never
did,
shaves off. Look at me. Huh?
if he actually did get fat,
And then he got fat. Like, dude, the power of words in the mind. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that kids, especially it's like that kid, I just don't think like, if I had a son, I do have a son, but like, if I had a kid I do have a kid. Damn,
If I had an older son,
when my kid hits 30,
He's not used to the idea of being a dad yet, guys. Give him some time. Give him some time.
I just got my dad shoes, guys. I just like when my kid hits like 12 and he's a little, if he's a little chubby or whatever, which I think he will be. I seriously think it's genetics. And also maybe he's going to eat like shit. I don't know. I'm going to try not to, but he already kind of doesn't like fruits and vegetables.
God damn it. We're already starting off
We're off on the
sketchy.
wrong foot. He loves pizza and potatoes.
That shit's good.
Anyways, I don't think I'm going to take that approach. Like, I'm going to just try to get him active. Like, yo, let's go play. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. You know, given, you know, hopefully I have the ability to continue to, you know, to be active in 12 years or 10 years, however old, you know, it is. You know what I mean? Hopefully I still have good health and I'm able to do that. And you know, I want to, you know, that's the approach I would take. I wouldn't like scold my kid for like, like he wants to have a snack. Like kids eat like shit, dude. And it just happens, you know? And I'm not saying that's an excuse. Like it's just, I know what the counter argument to that is. No, you gotta be disciplined. You gotta you're the parent. You give them,
for sure.
You give them fruits and vegetables or they get nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Okay, so at the end of the day, like you're going to buy all the groceries. Are you going to buy like all this like mugrero and shit?
well, I'm not gonna buy it probably. Like I already don't buy too much of it.
So you think she'll buy it?
She does a little more because she like, you know, she, I'm not trying to point fingers or anything, but she likes to like, you know, splurge more on like junk food than I do. But I'm also, in my current state, I'm also very aware of what I'm putting into my body at the moment. And I have been for the last like 3 months or since the beginning of the year. So like
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm a lot more aware, and I've been as like a lot more disciplined with myself than I've been in my entire life.
Wow. I'm glad to hear that.
So, and it just comes with like me wanting to, you know,
Dude, all you got to do is work out. That's it.
It's just honestly, I'm doing it all without working out.
That's what I'm saying. Like you get workout into that mix.
And it just stems from like me wanting to like have the energy to go play with my kid and like being there and having the ability, like putting myself in the best position to be there for my kid. And that's my motivation.
I like that.
And also I've dealt with like health issues already that I don't want to deal with later on. Like if I can correct this shit now, so I don't have to deal with it to a worse degree.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, that's me. But yeah, if my kid, like, I'm not going to deprive him of having like junk food at a certain point. Excuse me, I'm burping.
What if he's sneak eating?
I don't want him to have to do that. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're sneak eating, like something went wrong. Like he shouldn't feel like scared or embarrassed or like any other kind of feeling. Like food's food. Like we need it for energy. Like, you know what I mean? When we're hungry, we have this.
Yeah.
Like we need to eat when we're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want him to sneak eat. Like I used to sneak eat before too, actually. But I wasn't. I guess it wasn't good because I was like maybe it was more like embarrassment. Not that like my mom was going to say anything to me, but I just didn't want them to know, type of thing.
That's a real thing.
To add what you were saying earlier about like kids eating like shit and setting up your kids for success, and that's basically what I'm the plan that you have for your kid is basically what I'm doing right now. I go on hikes on Saturdays if the weather permits. I'm taking these kids out to the park when the weather permits. I'm like, all right, even if the weather doesn't permit, we're fucking running laps inside the house. We're playing chase. Like we're playing fucking something inside the house. We're literally running laps inside this motherfucker. And I got these kids sweating, right? So yeah, my wife is like the opposite. She's very much like, watch what you eat, right? Hey, too much bread. Hey, too many tortillas. And I'm like, well, these motherfuckers don't eat. So
yeah, it's kind of all they want to eat.
Yeah, like, so if I'm going to sneak in like a PB&J or like something really hearty in the morning so they can be good for the rest of the day, I'm going to do it because they just don't want to eat. They just want to keep playing and playing and playing. Even if when I tell them, like, I set my kids up to understand what pause means, right? Hey, just pause it. And they know, oh, I can pause it. And they still come and they're like, this is fucking bullshit. You made me pause it.
I don't want no fucking eggs.
Yeah, I don't want this shit.
Meatloaf.
Come on. And then they just go back to the living room like, what, you fucking, I just sweated in this fucking kitchen for like 30 minutes and you guys are not going to eat it? Okay. So I just put it in the microwave, save it for later, and then they're like, I'm hungry. I fucking told you. Here you go. But I still don't want it. And I just leave it out there, and they go and like nibble at it, right? Anyway, the point is that they do eat like shit, but I do, like Carlos said, adding the exercise routine to it, because it's definitely crucial for them to. Yeah, they watch movies and they watch TV and whatnot and they eat like shit, but they're still going to play. They actually do really good on, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Los Rios Ranch, the preserve up there, the wildlife preserve.
No.
Oh, that's going towards like Oakland, Cherry Valley? Yeah.
Right there. And they do like the apple pies and shit like that. Right there. There's a 1.5 mile, 2 mile loop, and my kids are able to do that at 3 and 4. So when the weather permits, we're fucking out there doing that hike.
Oh,
so I got to do that shit now, so they can have like, you know, some sort of endurance. And so when they get older, they're like, hey, like my dad would take me fucking Saturday or Sunday on a hike. No matter how big or small it was, we were going on hikes. So I'm kind of building that like workout routine into their lives right now. So
wow, that's pretty cool.
Like, dude, you can eat like shit, just fucking exercise. I don't give a fuck.
Just like exercise. A kid and shit. Yeah,
yeah, definitely. I think as a kid they can definitely do.
But once you get older, dude, I think where that parent went wrong of like telling him no is, he fucked up in not saying the why. Hey,
and maybe he did say the why, but like it was like no, and then it was like talking under their breath, and like it just felt like a scolding more like.
Yeah, and the why shouldn't be a scolding either. You know, like, hey, remember, like, this is what we're working towards. Even in like Carlos' example, hey, dude, you're fucking getting fat. You need to get on a diet, right? Even in that conversation that could have been had or was probably had, hey man, no, remember what we talked about when we're talking about the diet, and just leave it at that. I'm like, oh, you know what, Dad, you're right.
But I don't know if like
you know
kids have that like that mental grasp of like, you know what I mean? Like when you're a kid, it's just like things are black and white.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's no like critical thinking. Whereas for us, like for me, if it's like, do I have that cupcake? I know there's like X amount of grams of sugar in it, and I know it's just a bunch of carbs, and not even the good kind, it's the bad kind of carbs. I have that critical thinking ability, but like your 4-year-old doesn't, or even that 12-year-old doesn't.
To make it to take out critical thinking and just simplify this shit. Hey, you can have that cup. I know it's gonna be like out. You're in the mall, so it's a little bit difficult. Hey, you can't have that cupcake now, but we're about to go eat dinner. I'll grab you something afterwards.
I mean, I don't see
to like simplify it. You know, like, hey, it's a no right now, but once we're about to go eat dinner, after dinner, I got you on whatever, right? So
it doesn't
telling
like,
you
it
no
doesn't
now,
solve.
but I still replace it with something else later. Like I'll still get you some sweets.
Psych.
Right?
Yeah, I would just lie and be like, yeah, I'll get you something. Yeah, sure, yeah.
And that's exactly what I do with my kids right now.
Because right
Dad,
now,
I want apple juice. Dad, I want orange juice. Dad, I want juice.
they got the attention span of a squirrel right now.
Right?
Like,
So-
they'll forget.
Yeah, exactly. And I go, hey, drink some water first. We're going to eat. You can have juice after. And they're like, got it. Like that plan of like, I get to get juice after I eat. Right?
Reward.
So, and that's what I would have done with that kid too. Hey, after you eat, I'll fucking grab you a cupcake, dude. Can I, sir, can I take this cupcake so I can save it for later? Yeah, fuck yeah, take it. All right, I got you after dinner, dude, because we're about to go eat. I don't want you to spoil your dinner. Let's go.
Yeah, it's like the easy salute, like the easy.
Yeah,
response,
not fucking.
but-
And that's the other thing. We're the fucking adults. Why can't we fucking think a little bit better in the situation? Be, cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, it all depends on what the parents buy at the fucking store to cook. Essentially, right? I mean, the kid's not gonna sneak out and go buy something to eat or whatever.
Yeah, I guess it all comes down to like setting like
You set it up for him in a way, like
yeah,
setting it up for him.
setting it up like you're laying it out. Like we eat at home. You know what I mean? We eat at home. You don't get to eat out except for on the weekends, maybe.
No, like in his case, it's not Friday, and he would have been like, "Oh, I got it."
Yeah, and that's how
Like,
I kind
my
of.
bad, dog.
That's how I wouldn't call my mom dog, but that's how I programmed like my thinking. Like, oh, okay, or like not to crave it during the week. It's just.
Or crave it during the week, but save it for Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
But I remember it was just like it's Friday, Oh no, okay, I gotta wait till Friday, But it wasn't like a big deal. It wasn't like I was able to control it and stuff because I just knew that just getting to the end of the week, like we're gonna
Splurge on Friday.
we're gonna splurge, and it was cool. And I remember that came about when like my mom kept buying a bunch of shit from the store, and then the cupcakes, the Hostess cupcakes were like my favorite to eat. Till this day, I keep like half a box, and it's like,
Dude, you know what's fucked
it's
up?
not it.
Is that my mom would do the same thing and she'd still call me fat. Ain't that some shit?
She'd be like,
no.
"You're a fucking fat
You-
fuck."
you
Here, have
fat
another
fuck.
one.
Here you go. Fucking salt on it, like extra salt on everything. Oh God. And I'm telling you, like Doritos were always on deck, hot Cheetos were always on
Alright.
deck, and fucking Oreos were always on deck,
Chips are my weakness, man.
and she'd still be like, "You better not be eating a whole row." I'm like,
How do you expect
too
me
late,
not to?
Too late. This is like,
Oh wait,
Dad-
I'm on my second row.
yeah, like, Dad, I was craving some Oreos. Dad knocked out the whole fucking package. You bought new ones. I've been craving them for 2 days. God damn you.
Yeah, dude, food is so rough that's the hardest thing to be disciplined about, I think, is food.
Because I said I wasn't gonna have any pizza, but there I had. I had 4 slices of
Well,
it.
I'm glad you did have pizza.
You know what?
Because we fucking waited for you.
I know.
I'm glad.
You know why I also ate like 2 extras, or I actually ate pizza, was because I felt bad that you ordered it and you got the you got like the crust that I wanted, you got the fucking toppings I wanted. And I'm like, how am I gonna ask him?
You can take it home if you want.
I don't want it though.
I'll take it home.
It doesn't go with my like with like my
His current regimen.
my current regimen. Thank you. It doesn't go with
Fuck
with
your
it.
regimen, dude. No, I'm just
know,
fucking around.
honestly.
I'm just kidding.
Honestly,
So bad.
fuck
Look,
yeah.
look at the bad influence. Like
Like I've already kind of like I had like fucking some refried beans today. Fucking I had some rice and a tortilla today. Like that just goes against.
just
what
one
I put
tortilla though.
It was one flour tortilla,
Flour, okay.
which is a lot of carbs.
I mean, I'll give it to you. I usually have like 2 or 3, and
I'm not even mad. If you would have said maíz, I would be like, oh, you fucking up.
No, I use
We went through this already.
So like we're not doing this again, guys. Recycling shit. But yeah, so I don't know, man. It's hard. Like I feel like I fucked up today, like because I had pizza. I mean, I had like Chipotle today too, but like I felt like what I had wasn't that bad.
you had Chipotle today.
Chipotle.
Oh,
I know, fuck me, but like
Chipotle's fire though.
he hates Chipotle.
Oh, really? What? Why?
it's not fire, dude.
Because they're McDonald's.
It's just cold.
Actually, mine was actually hot today.
Really?
Yeah, like it was steaming out. Like I like ordered it, took it to go. We went and go sat down at another restaurant because Aubrey was eating the Habit, and we were in Redlands. And I lifted up my lid, and that shit was just like fucking steaming or fuming, whatever it was.
Dude, you should have sent that shit to Carlos.
Yeah, I should have. I literally thought of you. Like, look at this shit. It's hot.
Carlos it's so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Well, I admire you for making the healthier choices.
It's not easy, man.
It's definitely
not easy. Fuck.
It's easy as fuck. What are you guys talking about?
I can't do it.
We're doing it for 3 months.
Bitch.
Do it for 3 more months.
Oh man.
And that's the discipline game. Oh, I did it for a week. Okay, now do it for another week.
Don't get me wrong. I still eat. Like, I still have like junk here and there. So
You're not cold turkey with it?
No, I can't do cold turkey. I still eat like a lot of rice. I can't cut rice out. That's one of those things I just can't cut it out. It's with all of my meals. Like, if I cut rice out, I'd probably like be doing myself a favor, but I can't cut it out. I limit it. I measure everything, but I can't like cut it out completely. But like chips for my weakness, and I have a big bag of chips in the house, and I eat maybe about like 5 to 7 like just chips like a day throughout the day. Like in the morning, I'll have a couple. Not in the morning, but like before work, I might have a couple. And then after work, if I'm making myself some food, I'll have a couple again. And then like the next day, same thing. I'll have a couple.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like tortilla chips?
No,
tortilla
like,
chips
like,
or
like,
what?
like Lay's. Like
tortilla chips, that'd be crazy.
Like right now, it's I think it's just like salt and pepper or something.
Any kind of chips?
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly
chips, yeah.
It's
like
like
fucking weakness. I can't.
Dude,
I can't
if you put nacho cheese, spicy cheese, whatever it's called, and hot Cheetos in front of me.
Oh yeah.
Game over.
Them shits are gone.
Yeah, the jalapeno queso. Yeah,
that's
that
fire.
fucking jar of like,
and then,
that's
dude.
just fire, dude.
And then get me some like lemon and some Valentina. You're not getting me out of there.
Wow.
You're not getting me. And then I open the shit up and like this is my plate. So I'll like sit there with the whole fucking thing open in front of me and just drizzle it all in and then just shake it, open it up, lay it out. It's all me.
It's all you. What's your go-to?
Your go-to snack or go-to chips?
Like, what can't you live without? Not even, it doesn't have to be chips. Like, what can't you live without?
Probably Chips Ahoy.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. I can
Chewy?
see that.
No.
What?
No,
Chewy.
Original?
Trash.
Okay, you know what? Original, great too.
But
Chewy is
Chewy's
bomb.
better though.
No, Chewy's good without milk. But if I'm going to have milk,
facts.
it has to be the regular.
I can have regular with water.
Nah, I can only have that with milk.
Still slaps.
Yeah, dude. And you got to like, so is what you do, right? You take the Chips Ahoy, you put peanut butter on top. Then you take another Chips Ahoy, then you put that on top and you sandwich it. And then you dip it in and let it get kind of soggy a little bit, right? But you want the part that you're holding, you want that to be crunchy. So that way you get the soggy and then you get the crunchy at the end. So fucking fire. I can't live without that.
Are you sure you're not fat?
I am fat.
I can see why
I am
you
fat.
do that. Though. Okay.
Like, I combination rice is a fucking... If I see combination rice anywhere, it's over. Like, I'm getting it. It's hard, dude. Food is just hard.
Me and orange chicken.
Orange chicken. I mean, we're going to talk about food, like...
Good thing we already ate, because I'd be starving right now.
All right. Fuck. All right, stop me in front. Stop me. Okay? If we've done this before.
All right.
You have a glass of milk. Chips Ahoy or Oreos.
Chips Ahoy.
I hate you.
And I'll tell you why, though. No, I could tell you why. I'll tell you why. The Chips Ahoy the Oreo quality, in my opinion, has kind of like dwindled a little bit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's tough because I Oreos have like this like nostalgia factor to me because like that was my go-to cookie.
Mine too.
As a child.
Mine too.
But I think as I've gotten older, I think I like Chips Ahoy better.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have to be chewy.
Chewy with milk.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't get soggy, but I still like it.
That's the thing. I don't like how it doesn't get soggy. It has to get soggy for me.
Yeah,
and you know
I'm
what?
Oreo
I
all
don't
the
really
way.
like I don't fuck with milk anymore. So like I'll eat those fucking cookies with water.
You dip it in the water and you drink the water
No, I
after.
don't dip it in water.
I'm not gonna lie, dog. I'm a little uncomfortable right now.
I don't dip it
That's
in water.
sick.
I wash it down with water.
Yeah, no, it has to just be milk. And I can't have milk by itself. I can't have those cookies by themselves. They have to be married every single time.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Chris is the reason why I lock my door at night.
Why?
Eating cookies with water.
Relax, okay? Relax. I drink everything with water. Water is like honestly,
He literally only drinks water.
99% of what I drink like every day is water.
That's dope.
I will dabble with a soda depending on like the meal I'm having. Depending on the place. If I'm at In-N-Out, I'll have a Coke.
Nice.
If I'm having pozole, I'll have a Coke. Otherwise, I'm drinking water like 99% of the time.
Yeah.
I'm drinking water or beer, which is probably like not the greatest option either.
I'm not surprised.
But you know,
You know what? I could have guessed that.
I actually haven't had. Well, no, I had beer today, but before this though, I hadn't had it in like a while.
What was a while? Like a week?
It was like 3 weeks.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks, more or less.
That's not bad. Didn't you have a 40 last episode?
No,
No, he didn't. Can we wrap up this pod on one question? I want an answer.
sure.
Okay, go.
At what point are you considered like an alcoholic? Like you can have a beer like.
He's not the right person to ask.
No. I'm not calling you an alcoholic. I don't think you're an alcoholic. But I've had this conversation with someone like before, and then the question was like, I have an alcoholic beverage every day, and I was like, oh really? No, that wasn't it. Someone said something, and I said, wow, you sound like an alcoholic, and they're like, why? Because I want to have a drink every day, and then I was like, maybe something. I said something along those lines, and then someone else chimed in. They're like, I have a drink every night, like one drink. Does that mean I'm an alcoholic? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's a question for you to answer yourself.
No, I don't think so.
So what? At what point are you like an alcoholic?
I define alcoholism
It's like a disease, like a sickness, kind of.
for me, I define it as once you start like being dependent and like you can't live without this shit,
Well,
then
that's
you
kind
have
of
a
what
problem.
I mean. That's what I mean.
Okay, but I don't know. Like, so if that's the case, then
So like this is when you're an alcoholic, right? You have one drink every night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so you go to work, you come back, you have a drink when you get home. But now like you're going to work, you're stopping by the store, getting a drink, and then coming home, and then drinking at the house, and then you do that a couple more times, and then you find out, you start seeing that, oh, you're having a drink before work now, and
okay.
and
But what if it just stays every night?
no, I don't think you're an alcoholic.
But like, what if that drink at night is what's getting them through their day?
Then they're dependent.
That's fine.
Then they're dependent.
Yeah, but they're not like
Like-
hammering 2-3 drinks every night.
Yeah, but if like in the morning they wake up and they're like, I can't wait for 7:00 for dinner so I can have my fucking.
Well, you might just be dependent, but
glass
I
of
wouldn't say you're like an alcoholic.
But like you're revolving your like whole ass day about like waiting for that drink. That's,
Right, but-
that's also like a.
But that's
Like an
dependency,
addiction
though.
too.
Like,
Yeah.
alcoholism is something more extreme than that. Like alcoholism will
So like
ruin
diabetes,
lives
like
around
level
you.
1, level 2 diabetes. Like, you'll be all right with level 1. You kind of just think about this shit. You need one shot every month.
Sure.
And then level 2, you got to get your toe cut
I don't
off.
think that's the same thing. I don't think we're talking about the same thing anymore.
No, I'm saying like he's saying like
severities
there's
of
the severity
Gotcha,
of alcoholism.
Gotcha.
Like he's breaking it down into like levels.
I hear you now. I wasn't following for a minute. I was like, wow.
You're not gonna get your foot chopped off for alcoholism.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just curious because like everyone. It's obviously super socially like
Acceptable.
acceptable, and it's very common. Everyone has a drink, and everyone like I don't know. People have drinks to change who they are, or to changes their headspace, their mental state. They use it to relax. You know what I mean?
I mean, having a drink after like a stressful day does relax you.
Man,
Like
listen.
you do feel it, like especially like in your shoulders and stuff. Like you just feel like I don't know, like it just feels.
I've never felt like the relaxed form of that.
Oh, yeah.
But
the beer has to be so cold.
If being buzzed is the relaxed form, then I've been buzzed and relaxed.
No.
But like, I've never had a drink and I'm like, yeah, this is hitting the spot, and I feel cool and calm and chill.
I felt like that.
I've never
before.
felt that way.
I have. Especially when I like would work in Joshua Tree a lot, like on my days off when I'd have a beer, I would feel that like instantly.
So does that mean I've just never been stressed out? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't know. I felt a lot of pressure there, so I don't know, maybe.
I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm like a celebratory drinker. So I'm always like, you know, it's not even a fucking birthday or anything. I'm like, you know what, babe? Let's celebrate tonight. What are we celebrating to? Fucking, I don't know. Let's think of something, right?
We're married.
We're alive today.
You know, I ate that pug good, so let's celebrate to that.
Oh, God.
So we're, you know.
Celebrate to that.
Cheers.
Let's celebrate by you eating me out again.
So, and then we just chill and like we drink and like, you know, we get into like this vibe of just like celebrating literally just life. So, and that happens at least like 3 or 4 times a week. Just drinking like half a glass of wine and just like calling it a day. Oh, okay. We don't even get like fucked up. We're just like, let's just drink to something. Let's do a little toast.
And do you feel that same thing that Carlos was talking about, that like that state of relaxation?
We feel more like hyped.
You drink wine though. I don't know about wine. I don't drink wine, but with a beer, I feel like.
Yeah,
I imagine wine's more chill too. No, I mean, fancy people drink wine.
I don't know how fucking fancy I am, but man, okay. So going back to alcoholism, I think that if you're taking a drink before work and like one during lunch, and like if you work from home and you're drinking throughout the day, there's a problem.
I take it you know somebody like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're very specific.
I mean, I can say I've had a drink before work. I've had a drink at lunch.
Damn, bruh.
But not really like after. This was like back in the. This was back in the days.
I didn't know you were talking about Carlos.
Me either.
No, this was like back in the days, like 2013.
It didn't count. You're a fucking child.
You're good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, you're just drinking because you can fucking.
But when you're like 30,
no, like on
30,
a consistent
30 years
basis,
old,
though.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Because like this is one of those, like we were talking about double standards earlier off pod, but like this is also one of those things, like when you're 20 years old and you're doing stupid shit like that, like you're drinking all the time and like, you know, doing drugs, you know what I mean, or whatever it is, like it's just like, oh, you're just a stupid kid. But when you're 30 years old and you're doing that, now you're like, wow, dude, you're a fuck up.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're 40, 45 doing that shit.
Forget. And then when you're 60, you're like, oh, you're a cute old man who knows how to party.
Your grandpa knows how to party.
It starts to really like transition back.
It transitions back, yeah.
Circle of life.
Yeah,
exactly, yeah.
Nasagüeña.
Yeah, someone wipes your ass when you're born, they wipe your ass when you die.
Shout out. Can't wait to get that.
Yeah.
Special treatment. Anyway.
Well, this has been a very good episode. I think this is a closing.
This was a fun ride, guys. I don't know where it took us. I don't remember what we talked about, but it was a good ride.
Me neither. We were supposed to record this visually, but
next time.
I dropped the ball on that one.
Fucked up.
Next time.
Maybe episode 30.
We'll get there eventually.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.
Sorry.
Wait, hold up. Thank you for listening to episode 28 or 29. See you guys next time.
I can cut it. I can fast forward it.
No. Get your shit together.
It still sounds good.
Yeah, we're good.
I can't hear you anymore.
Good shit, you guys.